Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing a best cards tier list here at the end of season 7 of NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. This list has 76 cards on it, so it's going to be a pretty long video. I'm going to try my best to get through it as quickly as possible, but a lot of cards to rank on this list. And keep in mind, this is a list of the very best cards in the game, so there will be good cards in low tiers. That's just how it works. We're ranking the best of the best, so hopefully y'all can keep that in mind. But before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. We'd really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, 100 overall Yao Ming is an interesting card, but he's the first card in the list, and he is still an S tier card. Just because there is now a better GOAT Yao does not mean that 100 overall Yao all of a sudden is not an S tier card. He's still 7'6" with 99 speed. He creates unbelievable mismatch issues and is better than almost every single big in the game. I think he is still S tier. Rudy Gay is an awesome card, but I will not put him S tier. I'll go A. Awesome SIGs, great release, really great everything. I think he's one of the better cards in the game at the shooting guard spot. That being said, at the same time, is he really good enough to go S tier? I don't know. I do want the S tier group to be relatively exclusive. I don't want there to be 25 cards on S tier, but there easily could be because this is a very loaded list. But I think that's what we're going to do is go A tier for Rudy Gay. Zach Edey, I'm sorry. I think I got to go C at this point. I'm not going to go D. He's still 7'4" with decent speed and good defense. Actually, I am going to go D. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't adore his jump shot. He has no off the dribble ability at all. He doesn't feel super fast. It's one thing I noticed about that card. I don't know why that is, but I do think he's probably D tier. Dirk just doesn't have the movement. Jumper's fine, but not spectacular. I think he's probably towards the bottom as well. D tier feels a little bit strong, but I'm looking at this list and there aren't that many cards worse. And I just think it's a pretty loaded list. I think I'm going to go D tier for Dirk too, unfortunately. Luka's going to go B tier for me. There are better point guards, but he is good, has a good jump shot, has near very good SIGs, has basically perfect stats and badges. He is an elite card. There's no doubt about that. I do still think he's probably B tier. Paulo Banchero, Garland dribble style at 6'10", but a mediocre jumper and really a lack of SIGs besides Garland dribble style. He's not a spectacular card. I would probably have him in the D tier as well. KD, I think he still has to go S. He's probably still the best shooting guard in the game. 6'10" at the shooting guard position with elite animations across the board. That is still an absolutely incredible card. I think he's S tier. KD, one of the best shooting guards in my team. If not probably the best. He probably is. Wilt Chamberlain is a better version of Wilt. He's very, very good. He's 7'1". He's got a good jump shot. When you compare him to the best of the best, though, I feel like the highest I could go is probably B. I'm going to go B. I'll give him that. We might change our mind. I really don't know, in all honesty. I think B. Dr. J, A as well. He's slightly better than Rudy Gay, probably, but there may only be one shooting guard in S tier, and that's KD. Extremely good card for sure, but he's also about to get a free GOAT card. Like, he's about to be replaced by a better version of himself, and I think that does limit how great Dr. J is, at least a little bit, because I mean, he's about to have a better card, right? And I just think realistically, you would probably just want to use his better card. That being said, Mark Eaton, he's better than 80. I like him more than 80. I think I'm going C. I really do like that card a lot. Maybe that's a little bit generous to put him C tier with a couple of the guys I have in D tier, but I really do like Mark Eaton a lot. I think he's a very good card. I think we'll go C tier for him. Jokic, S tier, 6'11" point guard. Need I say more? Not to mention perfect stats, perfect badges, perfect SIGs. I mean, he's a dog. Come on, that one's an easy one. Chet, he's literally not that much better than his dark matter. His jumpers is still the same. He doesn't do really anything special off the dribble. He's as mid as it gets for a 100 overall. I mean, he's not a bad card, but on this list, he's probably D tier. Paul George, absolutely amazing as a defensive option at the shooting guard position. His jumper is very good. He's got a very smooth Pro 2 fade, but he has no movement at all. I'm gonna go C because I actually do like his jumper a lot. I like his Pro 2 a lot. I think it's one of the smoother, better Pro 2s. I like the card. I can't go higher than C. Odin is better than both Chet and Dirk to me. He's legitimately good. Solid SIGs, really nice jumper. I'd say he's on the actually same level as Wilt. I'm gonna go B tier for both Odin and Wilt. I actually really like this Odin card a lot. I think he's a stud. In the effort again to keep S tier small, I'm putting LeBron in A. He's really, really good. He absolutely is. I'm gonna go low S for LeBron. I do think he's still an S tier card. He's not like super easily S tier, but I think low S is fair for Bron. Larry Bird, I like a lot, but he's not on the level of Dr. J and Rudy Gay. He's a 6'9" shooting guard with perfect sigs besides De'Aaron Fox dribble style, but the Fox dribble style isn't ideal. Jumper's nice though, switchability's there. He's a good card. I'm gonna go B. Shaq's gonna be A, 7'1" with absolute elite sigs. His jumper's a little meh, but as a whole, he's a really good card. I'll go A tier for him as well. Bull, D tier. Jumper is terrible. Not a fan at all. Gary Payton, D tier. He's 6'4". Too limited size-wise. Those two are pretty easy in all honesty when you're ranking the best of the best. Glenn Rice, I don't love this card. His sigs are really nice, but I think his jumper's a little overrated, and I don't love the fact he's got normal fade. I think he's a little overrated. That being said, I don't think he's quite C. I think he's B. I think a lot of people gas him a little too much, but I feel like low B is probably fair for Glenn Rice. Magic, not a huge fan of the jumper at all. In fact, I mean, he's 6'9" with perfect sigs. I think he has to be B, but I don't think he's higher than B. I feel like B is as high as I can go with him because I don't love the upper on his jump shot, and it does hold him back a bit. Obviously, Goat Kareem is S tier, probably the best power forward in the game. Well, maybe the second or third best power forward in the game, including a couple of the ridiculous cards 2K's dropped recently. But he's an awesome card. He's one of the best power forwards in my team. He's got perfect sigs. His jumper's incredible. He's an absolute dog. Jimmy Butler, Luka and Magic level, B tier. Solid card, not insane. I think that's reasonable. Jermaine O'Neal, wish his jumper was a little faster. Otherwise, he's a very good card, but I'm going to go C tier. Artest's pretty mid for a shooting guard. I don't love his jump shot. I think for an invincible shooting guard, he's not that great. I don't mind putting him C tier. I think Paulo is probably S. He's a 6'10" GOAT MJ at small forward. He's really, really great. I do think he's one of the best small forwards in the game. I think that it's fair to put him in S tier. Bob Pettit is probably going to be I think for a lot of people, he'd be considered a controversial S tier. I don't really personally think he is. The best jumper in the game and the best sig in the game. I mean, for me, he's one of the best threat-hitters in the game. He's S tier. And honestly, 100 overall Wemby, not unfortunately, but just for the sake of having a lot of cards in S tier, I think he also has to go S tier. I feel like this might be both a top-heavy and a bottom-heavy list in a lot of ways. Chris Webber, I wish I liked the jumper more. I actually really do like the movement, though, on this card. I think he's very, very good. Jumper's a little inconsistent, but I'm going to go B tier for him as well. Feels like we have 3 main tiers, and then I'm trying to sprinkle guys in around them. I'm going to go GOAT Oscar and C. I don't think he's D, but I also don't think I could go higher than C for a 6'5" point guard. That seems, unfortunately, like something I'm just not going to be able to do. That being said, I do think he's very good, and I think C tier is completely reasonable. I think he's a very solid PG. Vince Carter, also C tier to me. I'd rather have Luka. I'd rather have Magic. Jumper is pretty inconsistent. Same jumper as Oscar has. It's the patty base Oscar upper, the jumper that's a little inconsistent. That being said, he's a solid card. He's one of the best cards in C tier, maybe the best. Vlad Rad. I really do like this card. He's a 6'10" small forward. He's got good sigs. He's got a good jump shot, a solid jumper. I actually think D tier I don't think C tier is out of the question. I would rather have this card than Paulo. I'll tell you that right now. And I have Paulo as a D tier. I do think I'd rather have Vlad Rad than Paulo, although that is close. But I think I'd rather have Vlad. I'm going to go C tier for him. Ralph, yet another insane big. I just can't not put all these insane bigs in S tier. 7'4" with the best upper in the game, and Colin Sexton makes his jumper spectacular. I know he doesn't do much off the dribble, but he's an absolutely ridiculous card. 99 everything, 7'4" with an insane jump shot. I mean, I'm sorry, he's S tier. Jordan's only A. As good as I think he is, he's only A tier to me. The honest truth is his jumper is good, but it's not that unbelievably ridiculous. The stats and badges are obviously awesome, but I think he's A. Carmelo is B to me. He's probably close to Dr. J and Rudy, but he's got Steph fade, and I don't think his jumper's quite as good. I think Carmelo and B is actually fair. LeBron is actually an A tier small forward to me. I think he's better than Weber. I actually think he's very good. He's not on the level of the Paulos and the Pettits, but he's on the level of the next tier for sure. It's still a spectacular card. Really does everything well at the small forward position still. I would say he's good enough to be A tier for sure. Porzingis. There are so many S tier bigs that I almost don't know if I can put him S tier. His sigs aren't quite good enough. His jumper's great. He's 7'2". He's awesome, but I mean, Wemby's better. Both versions of him. We haven't gotten to the Invincibles. Ralph Sampson's better. 100 over Yao and Goat Yao are both better. Kareem is better. There are just a few guys who are better than him. He feels like a spectacular card to have in the A tier, but I just don't know if I can have every single person in the A tier. I don't know, man. KG, he has to be S tier, dog. There's too many S tier cards on this list. I'm about to move Paulo down too, honestly, just because his jumper's not that insane. In fact, I'm doing it. I'm making that change as well. This is going to be an interesting video. But Paulo's going to go A and KP's going to go A too. I just think the best. There's just so many S tier cards. We still have a bunch left too. I don't think this Hondo card's all that good. I think his jumper's fast and good, but he's realistically Oscar level at best. I think he's a little overrated maybe. I think C tier is fair. Wemby. I'll go B for Opal Wemby. He's still one of the better bigs in the game. Awesome at center. I actually think despite being an Opal, he is still B tier. I think Clay is awesome. I think he's Luka level. I think he's B tier too. I guess we should have big B tier, but I feel like Clay probably not quite A tier, but not close, not far off it at all. Really good shot. D Wade. Only reason he's not S tier, or he's not D tier is because he's a GOAT card. He has all the legends, and he's got a good player build for a 6'4" point guard. But I do think he's a little meh. He's close to not being C tier, honestly. Giannis A tier. I think KG is better. I think Pettit is better. I think Paulo being A, dog, I don't know. This is so tough because, like, do I just have 20 cards in A tier, in S tier? Because Paulo, Giannis, and KP are S tier cards, but there's just too many S tier cards. I really don't know. Serge Ibaka, I wish he was bigger. He's good. His SIGs are great, but he's just not quite big enough. J.R. Smith, really good card, very nice jumper. Not as high in B tier as the other point guards, but I'd put him above a Vince Carter and Oscar, guys like that. I do think he's really good. Beasley, love the jumper, but the movement just isn't quite there anymore. The escape's still good. He's got Darius Garland behind the back, which isn't bad. Jalen Green dribble style, but like as a base card, he's not that amazing defensively, and the Jalen Green dribble style is annoying as well. I think C. T-Mac, I'll go low A for T-Mac. I like the card a lot. A tier is a really high bar in this list, though. He's not even like guaranteed. He and LeBron are low A tier cards. That's how good this list is. If he had a better fade, he'd be an easy A and a borderline S, but as is, Steph fade isn't really it. Cedric Maxwell, also A tier. I love this card. I think he's deserving A tier. I'd rather have him than T-Mac on my team. I think he's an absolutely incredible card. One of the best Dark Matter cards in the game for sure. Hakeem Olajuwon, S tier. This card is absolutely deserving of S tier. He is better than KP, no doubt about it. One of the best power forwards in the game. He's basically Bob Pettit at power forward. So even though he's undersized at power forward, the way that Pettit is at small forward, they're both unbelievable cards, and they're both S tier. I think LaMelo is better than Clay, Luka, Magic. I really do think he is on the MJ level. I think he's A tier. I'm going to give him an A tier spot. His jumper is that good. I love that card. I think he's phenomenal. Ben Simmons, B tier. Size is awesome. Jumper could be a little better. Shot creation could also be a little better, but the size and defensive switchability still very valuable. I have him as a B tier. Kevin McHale, really good card. There's just so many good small forwards. I'm gonna go low A. I think he's really, really good, but this position is just really, really loaded. Guys like LeBron and McHale are barely A tier. D-Rob, A tier as well. I wish the jumper was a little faster. I don't think he's as good as Hakeem, Yao, Wimby, Kareem, guys like that. He's awesome, but just like some of these top tier A tier guys, he's just not quite good enough in my opinion. SGA, C tier. Not a big fan, honestly, at this point in the year. I think he's fine, but when it comes to the best of the best, he's a little limited. He is 6'6". He's got pretty good movement. Francis Garland, good jump shot. He's not as good as his Invincible, though, and honestly, his Invincible's only B tier probably. So, Invincible Wimby's obviously S tier. That one's a no-brainer. 7'4" with the best things in the game is obviously S tier. Dikembe Mutombo. Is he even A? He's not. As great as Dikembe is, I think I have to go B. The A tier is so loaded with cards. I don't think he's quite on the same level as a KP or a Shaq or a D-Rob. It's just such a good A tier too. I think Dikembe, as great as he is probably B tier. I think Seti's my only A tier Dark Matter, in all honesty. Blake Griffin, awesome card as well. Low A with LeBron and McHale. They all feel like they have to be on the same level. I think they're all a little bit better than Weber. I feel like that's fair. Taco, his size makes me want to put him A tier, but his speed makes me want to put him B tier. I'm going to go B because the speed is a little bit annoying. The jumper's great, though. The size is astronomical. I think he's great. I think he's better than Opal Wimby, but maybe not quite enough better to be A tier. I think he's very good, though. I will go B. Miles Turner, I don't like his jumper enough. I think I'm moving Shea into D tier, too. I think at this point, these guys are D tier cards. I really do. I just don't think they're that great when you're ranking among the best of the best. Shea is borderline A, but I think he's B. I don't think he's better than Clay and Luka and guys like that, really. He's on a very similar level. He's got Sexton upper. His jumper's awesome, but not having it behind the back holds him back a bit. If he had it behind the back at perfect SIGs, I think he'd be A. But as is, I think I'll go B. Purvis Ellison. Best Opal card in the game, probably also B tier. He's as good as C-Web is. He really is. He's an absolutely spectacular card, especially if he's badged properly. He's B tier, for sure. Kenyon Martin, also awesome. Lower B than Purvis, probably, but still in B tier. Amazing jump shot. I would rather have him than Beasley, for sure. I think he's B tier. Patrick Ewing, another amazing invincible big. I just think his jumper's a little A. I mean, it's not bad at all, but I feel like he's probably a little better than Odin. I'm going to go high B for him. I don't think he's quite A tier, though, to be honest. I don't think he's quite D-Rob, KP, Shaq. He's very good, though. Timmy D, C. Just not enough size. He and Ibaka are very similar cards. I think at this point, that's the right spot. Larry Johnson, awesome shooting guard, but there's a lot of them. I think he's Carmelo level. I'll go B tier. Cassie Russell, one of the best shot creators in the game. He's my favorite 6'5" point guard in my team. I'll go low B for him. He's my favorite 6'5 PG. He is small, but I do think he's awesome. I'm going to go B tier for Kaz. I'm a big fan of him as a card. Ben Simmons, he's better than his 100 overall because he's got a better behind the back. I'm going to go low A, though. The jumper is still limiting a little bit. It's not bad, but it's not spectacular. His size and his defense is good enough to where I do think he'll go A tier, especially with the behind the back, though. Richard Jefferson, not as good as Cedric Maxwell, but a solid card. I'm going to go high C because I personally don't love his jump shot. I'd rather have a Carmelo or Larry Johnson. It's not even the jumper. I do like his jumper, honestly. It's the same jumper Jokic had. It's good. It's just, for whatever reason, when I used that card, I wasn't quite as big of a fan of him. He's still B, though. He is. He's good. He's as good as Glenn Rice, for sure. He's better than Glenn Rice, honestly, arguably. I think RJ and B he's still got to be there. Kawhi is C. Doesn't have the movement. He's not that great. Sean Marion, amazing jumper, but also C tier. The movement's a little bit limiting. Paul Pierce is another very solid B tier. There with guys like Carmelo and Larry Johnson. Super solid card. 6'7", do-it-all shooting guard. Yao Ming, obviously S tier, maybe the best card in the game. His jumper's actually not as good as you would think, but he's still 7'6" with perfect animations. Insane card. D-Book, B tier. A lot of good B tier point guards. We have so many B tier cards in general, but D-Book is one of them as well. Rick Smits, also B tier. He's different than Taco. They're on very similar levels, though. I think they're very similar cards, too, in terms of most of what they do. Sean Kemp, another awesome A tier small forward, just like McHale, Blake, LeBron. Very similar level on all these guys. They're all great. I think Kemp is awesome. And then Joe Smith is another awesome small forward as well. Same level as Purvis. Elite attainable card, one of the better ones in my team. So there you go. This is the list. I think I pretty much covered nearly every single one of the best cards in the game. We got 70-something cards on this list. So I hope y'all did enjoy the longer tier list. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.